Powered by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
Daylight will begin to reveal the damage from Hurricane Irma in Florida, even as the storm threatens more lives and property to the north. I'm Don Champion in Tampa with the latest coming up.
As Hurricane Irma continues to pound Florida, it left behind miles of destruction in the Caribbean, leaving thousands of Americans stranded. I'm in Adoba with more on efforts to bring them home.
Good morning, 6:31 on this Patriots Day Monday. Chet Lehman, Missy O'Malley with you. Our top story, as you might expect, Hurricane Irma weakening slightly. Now a tropical storm with sustained winds under 85 miles per hour as it bears down on the Tampa area.
That's right, excuse me. So far the storm is wide enough that the entire state of Florida is feeling the impact. Don Champion is in Tampa, where residents are dealing with their first major storm in nearly 100 years.
Good morning. Recovery and rescue efforts will get underway in areas where the weather has started to improve at sunrise. But to the north of here, Irma promises to threaten even more lives and property. Irma's strong winds are still pounding Florida. Even though the storm is slowly weakening, the National Hurricane Center warns it is still life-threatening with dangerous storm surge, powerful wind gusts, and torrential rains.
Folks are going to come out and want to really go out and assess what it's looking like. We just want them to take caution. We don't want people getting hurt after the fact. After you survive the storm, then go out and get hurt.
Downed power lines and transformers are sparking fires. These on Florida's east coast. This used to be a gas station in Naples, near where the storm entered the peninsula. Several mobile homes were damaged in the same area. Near West Palm Beach, firefighters had to evacuate 60 residents of this apartment complex after parts of the roof blew off. 3 high-rise construction cranes in Miami toppled in the wind Sunday.
I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I thought it would just die down.
Rescue crews in the Florida Keys, where Irma made the first U.S. landfall as a Category 4 storm, will begin house-to-house searches this morning, looking for people who need help. Millions throughout the state are without power, possibly for weeks. At last check, the number of power outages here in the state of Florida was at the 4 million mark. The state's largest utility says it already has 17,000 workers on the ground here. Some of them will begin the restoration work at sunrise. In Tampa, I'm Don Champion. Now back to you.
Air traffic has been disrupted throughout the state. Miami International Airport will be closed today after sustaining significant water damage. It's expected to reopen tomorrow with very limited schedules.
Now, before making landfall in Florida, Irma left a path of destruction across the Caribbean, killing about 24 people. This morning, the U.S. government is working on evacuation plans to get Americans out of the hurricane-ravaged region. CNN's Hannah Doba has more.
Cuba is now cleaning up after Irma bashed the island as a Category 5 hurricane, packing 160-mile-per-hour winds. Havana's famous seawall was swamped by the monster storm. Water was pushed nearly a third of a mile inland, leaving many neighborhoods flooded, some destroyed. Thousands of foreign tourists had to ride out the storm.
We just accept it and we make the best of it and still enjoy ourselves wherever we are.
The U.S. Coast Guard has arrived in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, where strong winds knocked down power lines and flattened homes. Residents are now forced to stand in line for hours to get water and gasoline.
We have a curfew. We need to come out of the houses at 12 o'clock and be back home at 6. That means that period of time is the time that we have to get whatever we need. Water, food, gasoline.
Relief efforts are also underway in hard-hit St. Martin. Irma trapped some 5,000 U.S. citizens on the island. The State Department says evacuations there continue this morning. Americans are being told to show up at the St. Martin airport with only their passports and a small carry-on bag. With no running water and limited shelter at the airport, evacuees are being warned of long wait times. Hannah Doba, CBS News.
Unbelievable, the destruction across the Caribbean, and that we'll continue to follow progress there.
No doubt. Fortunate for us. I mean, the wildfire is not much of a handoff or any of that.
Yeah, it looks like we're still dealing with some air quality issues, but it's certainly gotten better across western Montana over the last couple of days. Right now we're sitting in the unhealthy for sensitive groups category for Butte. We're still in moderate in Bozeman. It looks like our temperatures this afternoon should warm up right now into the 40s and 50s. Afternoon, we're expecting these temperatures to jump back into the mid 80s. Still remains dry for a couple of days, but if you're looking for that silver lining, we have a big cool down that could include some mountain snow, believe it or not, by the end of the week. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes.
I can't believe my ears, and I'm glad to hear it. Thank you for that. Now 6:35. It's a break for the state when it comes to firefighting costs. 3 large Montana wildfires have been approved to receive disaster assistance from the Federal Emergency Management Agency. FEMA will begin releasing federal funds to help fight the Alice Creek Fire in Lewis-Clark County and the Rice Ridge Fire in Missoula and Powell counties. The West Fork Fire in Lincoln County as well. Now, as of yesterday, the Alice Creek Fire has burned an estimated 27,231 acres. The Rice Ridge Fire has claimed 132,732 acres, and the West Fork Fire has burned about 9,900 acres. Press release from the office of U.S. Senator John Tester says that these resources come in the form of fire management assistance, grants, and make FEMA funding available to pay 75% of the state's eligible firefighting costs.
Let's update a couple of those fires. An update on the Myers Fire burning 25 miles southwest of Phillipsburg. Blaze is now charred through 60,254 acres. It's listed at 8% contained. Strong winds over the weekend caused windblown embers to start spot fires out in front of the main blaze, but helicopters and ground crews were able to keep those in check. That fire also moving slower as it moves into a rockier area. Firefighters say structure protection still remains their top priority.
And weeks of wondering and worrying finally are coming to an end for many Seeley Lake residents. The Missoula County Sheriff's Office has announced that the evacuation orders issued because of the 132,000-acre Rice Ridge Fire have been dropped to evacuation warnings, meaning that folks can return to their homes. There are now just 6 homes that remain under mandatory evacuation order, and those orders and warnings remain in effect for Powell County residents living east of the nearly 133,000-acre blaze.
Active fire behavior this weekend on the Alice Creek Fire caused the Lewis and Clark County Sheriff's Office to issue a mandatory evacuation for some people along Highway 200. Fire managers say there is a possibility that Highway 200 could be closed at any time. Travelers are told to check the MDOT website for travel updates. Smoke is also an issue, limiting visibility. Alice Creek Fire has burned more than 24,000 acres northeast of Lincoln.
And it was a win for firefighters near Livingston as crews contained a blaze that sparked on Saturday afternoon. The fire sparked near the Orea Creek and Fleshman Creek area, placing evacuation warnings for nearby residents. A dozen crews secured the fire lines, and officials say that activities dropped significantly soon after that. Park County Disaster Emergency Services Director Greg Coleman said that the fire started around 3 on Saturday afternoon, likely sparked by a passing thunder and lightning storm.
Now, bear sightings are becoming common in the Seeley Lake area, where garbage cans left out after homes were evacuated are drawing the bears into those populated areas. Specialists arrived at the Rice Ridge Fire Camp Saturday because firefighters are also encountering bears on the fire lines. Multiple sightings have been reported. Many of the firefighters from out of state have never come across bears before, especially not grizzlies. Safety officers are adding bears to the list of things personnel need to be prepared for at the Rice Ridge Fire.
Well, we're so glad to have you with us here on this Monday morning. We do have to take a quick break, but when Montana This Morning returns, we recognize the Community First Award recipient for September, a nonprofit doing outstanding work in our area.
But first, here's Charlie Rose with a look at what's coming up at 7 o'clock on CBS This Morning.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, we have a dozen correspondents spread out from the Florida Keys up to Tallahassee, tracking Hurricane Irma. Incredible pictures and stories are emerging this morning from people caught in the storm. We'll see you at 7.